Yeah, I
like,
do get a lot of emails.
6 weeks, right? People were like just having nothing else to do but watch us.
Mate, it was more than that. It was event after event after event.
True.
Remember the Road to Rio, then Pro League, then the charity stream.
Yeah,
Don't forget the charity stream.
Well, we do have a second map to cast. Of course, it is going to be the pick of NiP. They're a map up and a man down. As we get into the 5-on-4 here, it's going to be an outside assault.
Yeah, this guy's in trouble. Rez just falls to the USPs, and it feels like we could be on for a clean one here if Doomau does reposition effectively. They are rotating through ramp side. A spam from the Glock doesn't connect, and that's a good one back. Alexi, head trick, finding some ground for the Ninjas as Alexi's actually racking up heads. A chance for head trick squandered, and now, yeah, Alexi up the creek, no paddle, and it will be 00Nation swinging and swimming.
All the pistols going in their favor so far.
That's pretty wild, actually. Right, and then considering NiP looked pretty flat on their T side, this could be an important one here on a map like Nuke, their map choice, to be losing so easily as well. That squeaky door pick coming in for Doomau very, very early on in this round here.
He is a beast. He has had a great tournament so far. Big fan of his, and coldzera has looked in incredible form. Like the best we've seen in some years, to be honest with you, so that's great to see.
But this is 00Nation really playing for a lot, right? To get a spot in the playoffs of Pro League would mean, I would say, a lot more to a team like 00Nation than it would to NiP. For NiP, it's going to be gutting if they don't make it.
And bear in mind, they don't have their in-game leader as well. They've got coldzera stepping into that role, so they make it under those conditions, even more reason to celebrate, right?
Yeah, precisely.
Well, Alexi B's handiwork in the pistol has enabled and facilitated an extra deagle and a smoke, but that is essentially it. There is nothing more to be talked about or discussed. NiP are going to hope for, well, a chance gone by the wayside now.
Well, that's that deagle down to 1 point of health, and that nade a little bit shy. But at this juncture in the round right now, this is where NiP, let's call this the locust strat. So they're going to wait until, well, actually, no, they're not going to wait. They're going to nibble away at your crops, which is your utility. And then when they're nice, big, and feeling fat, they're going to swarm you. Right? They're still only locusts.
I like it.
But you're a human.
Yeah,
and you should survive.
You should be able to swat them away, but it is still a bit of a...
It's annoying.
An irritant.
And if you were driving, maybe it would block your vision. Yeah. And if we go into any movie about, I guess, the end of the world, locusts do tend to play a bit of a fixture there.
Sorry, I can't really think straight. Feeling a bit sick after losing that ping pong game, I'll be honest with you. Can't even think about anything else.
We've been there.
Trying to take it in my stride, but I actually feel a bit ill after that.
I'll tell you what, Henry.
We need EVS on that let call.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's all that goes around in my head. I've got the best seat in the house to see if it hit the net, and I'm telling you,
if we can get EVS on the final point before the let call, just so we could, because look, even though the crown's been handed.
But imagine if Lucy actually ratted the let call. There's no way. I just don't think.
There's speculation right now, Alex.
There's a lot of conversations going on behind the scenes as well. The admins aren't happy about it.
League Ops have had something to say about this.
I mean, we are, we preach about fair play. Who are we if we don't uphold it?
Exactly.
Someone's got to
That's all I'm about. I just want to have fair play introduced to the tournament. That's all. Is that too much to ask?
Well,
I just like it double checked.
This is a kill. Thank you very much. Alexi with all the space. The double ramp play lower to bolster Secret. Sure, you've got 2 players here, but you've traded NQZ. In the meantime, and coldzera bangs back with one of his own. Rez. And way high there. Will convert, but not expecting the second. Bomb down in enemy hands. Thank you very much, says Latto.
Yeah, that's not ideal at all. They've still got a minute to try and find it, but unfortunately for Brolan, he's been rumbled by Nex from the vents. That's the MP9 striking. This could be massive! It's the little gun stepping up, and now a 3 versus 1. Alexi B, after calling the full eco in the previous round, had AKs here to work with. They had the firepower, but they have been mowed down. They even had the secret steps.
They even had the call, Henry. They got out ramp completely for free here, and they still fumbled the scenario, right? So you think if you get out ramp for free, you should be assuming, at least at some part, that they've already gone lower, and they were still caught off by 2 players in secret.
Yeah, it was that Rez death as well. It's probably just a new scenario for him in the exchange. He's lost a player. He eventually trades, but he's low, and his teammates have already got down ramp for free. He's getting all that input of, okay, well, we're in B. Here I come with a bomb on my back, and just oversight on his part. Didn't anticipate that player in the close corner, and it does result in a very convincing round. I have to give a lot of shout-outs.
Here it is. Hold up. Did it hit the net?
Oh.
I don't know. Here we go.
Wow, we've got a good angle.
That looks like
that didn't touch the net at all.
Is that the right? Oh, it didn't, did it? Can we get it one more time?
Oh, Phil's saying it touched the net.
Okay.
Give us it again, Phil.
Can we full screen?
Well, not right now.
No,
maybe in a timeout.
Fine.
We'll come back in a timeout.
He's saying it touched
Phil, right now, from EVS, The digital squadron here have analyzed the footage, and they are saying it touched the net.
Frame by frame,
Now,
Henry.
we will bring it up full screen when we can.
Okay.
But right now, this is the newest of reports coming in here. Here it comes. Give it the freeze frame. Oh, it did hit the net.
Oh, dear.
Oh, we got the perfect angle.
Oh, look at the wobble.
All right.
Red-handed.
Yeah, I'd like
Makes me feel worse in a way. I'll be honest.
I'd like to formally apologize to Lucy for any speculation.
No, but now it's confirmed as a legitimate victory. If anything, she should take that in her stride.
That's true. It's true. Yeah, very legitimate victory.
The camera, it's always watching in this room. The Big Brother house.
I can't believe they got that angle on it as well. It's like a proper sporting event. Oh, for God's sake. Immortalized forever now. Well, 3-0, probably going to be 4 lads. They've got a full eco walking down towards the lower bomb site, having a little meeting here. Boost, not going to work out for him.
Yeah.
The Milkman. No, that's Carrigan. The Farmer, Doom out in the vent with 2, and they're getting loud about this, the Nation. Still quite early on in this CT side campaign of Nuke, but a pretty good start nonetheless. We're talking 4 rounds, spotless, nothing that's even really seemed too close. The pistol, Alexi and Hedrick almost brought it back into contention. That's about it.
What do you think 00Nation signifies or represents, the 00s?
I'm not sure. I would say that like most of these things, it's like someone had a cool idea for a team name that they really wanted to use, and this is what they've run with.
It sounds like something like kind of streetwear sort of brand
Yeah.
or something like that. That's what I think they've gone for.
Right.
Like, it's maybe complete speculation, but that's what my impression of it is.
I was told unequivocally it is 00Nation or just Nation. That's not 00. It's not anything else. It's
I
not
really
00.
like it. I really like it when Hugo calls them OO.
Hello, Nation.
Oh, I've got the opener. And it's a nice one onto Brolan. So, yeah, really actually quite a slow start, all things considered, for the Ninjas in Pyjamas after their Mirage, blazing start. Numao?
Numao, who will be joining Mouse
Yes.
in some time.
As opposed to Dumao, who is currently in the server.
Or Dead Mouse, who is a electronic DJ.
A disc jockey.
He is an electronic DJ.
He uses the emoticons.
That's what he calls himself. The electronic
Hi,
DJ.
pleased to meet you, Dead Mouse. Electronic DJ.
Maybe an EDM music producer.
Oh.
That's much better.
Yeah. But I liked your version as well.
Or Dead Mal 5.
Dead Mal 5. I remember someone came up to me and like they were so honest with the question as well. Do you like the music of Dead Mal 5? They looked at me. I was like, oh no, that's such a shame you said that.
Dead Mal 5, you say?
Dead Mal 5. Okay.
Well, Dead Now Res, 1 and 5. Config with 1 back, 28 seconds. And we can count down from that point. This is another done round here.
22, 21.
And that's 2 players up the ladder and 2 players to their demise. Next we'll grab the first. The trade will be there from Latto. Bomb again in his lap. He's going to be getting used to this.
Well, this is all unraveling at the seams, isn't it? NiP yet to post a round, and it looks like Hedrick will be getting no cash going forward, as he'll be saving the AWP toward the warehouse. And are they going to hunt? It doesn't look like it, but the streak continues here. That's going to be 5 rounds in a row. Plenty of cash as well. They've not taken too many casualties. We've got like 10 grand on Dumao. Same for Latto as well. They're high rolling, and this is the exact start they needed.
And that's reflected in the kill distribution so far in NiP. You have Brolan 0 and 5. You have 3 other players with 1 kill and Alexi B with 4. So that tells you how dire things are in these first 5 rounds of play. They're not even putting the crosshair in the right place to be looking for these exchanges.
And things not getting better anytime soon, it looks at things. We'll have the AWP for Hedrick, of course, saving the previous round. 4 pistols, so a partial buy entering round number 6. Alexi B, known for his antics down the vents usually. Probes towards the ramp, trying to bait out some utility. And we've got coldzera watching the silo like a hawk.
All right, some yard smokes to be deployed here. A little bit delayed on this play. Yeah, just to deal with that deep CT molly that we've been seeing an awful lot of. The coldzera on an island, flash forward, looks for a fight. We'll find one. Config, that's a shot.
Okay, more of that. NQZ responsible for this ramp position. Dumao looking for config as he's gone for the retrieval. Does get away with something. Dumao and Latto, names we continue to say an awful lot of. And now, well, Dumao's still alive. They are descending this low site. They've got util.
Yeah, smoking single, that's nice. Need to worry about the double doors. Gonna blow it open. Yeah, well, you can't play silly buggers around those if they don't exist anymore. But Dumao, they don't know he's here.
Oh, he reveals himself loudly. Hedrick now presents with that AWP. And spotted out a little pixel.
Still, how do you plant?
Yeah, but the door's gone. That nade is actually giving him a nice angle. Next knows it's not a real plant, and they're just going to walk into his angle. That's the freest frag all day. Next will take it. Alexi with that bomb, and 25 is going to try and aggress. I like this. Dumal's not going to be ready. Oh, and a messy spray, but gets it across the line. Can Alexi come up clutch? Fakes the drop.
He's getting too silly with it, isn't he?
Yeah,
Trying to be
15
really
seconds,
tricky here.
I think he assumed he was very close by. He's actually a decon, so
That's the round.
He can't even plant really anymore. He'd have to plant defensively.
Bro, you have to run on the side and plant now.
Oh, bro, what have you done?
Now. It was right on the... Yeah, he's got no time. He's got no time. And next with the shot. Clutch from the young gun there. Oh, God.
You definitely overcooked the pooch.
Yeah, take a timeout. I agree with that, Mr. Machine Richardson.
Yeah, right.
Hit that big T.
Ooh, yeah. You can see reflected in the shot there. So they managed to break through, get in towards the ramp room, get down towards lower. And it wasn't quite enough. That was when his thing started to go wrong.
How much, Chad, would you attribute the way in which that played out and the awkwardness of that last 30 seconds to the absence of the double doors?
I think what they wanted to do was get the nade in so that they could make sure nobody could cross to window, but the rotation timing was ahead of them.
Right.
Which once that had happened, it became very tricky for them to know how to navigate the situation, because traditionally, when you take that lower site and you have more numbers, you want to smoke off decon and you want to get bodies in towards that
And
window
you can use
side.
the railing, hold the door, cross the door, they can't go window.
Yeah. Their other option, I guess, yeah, that right there could have been the play, but I think they got so drawn in because of Dumal's presence.
Right.
They were so laser focused on him in that situation, they didn't even attempt to get the bomb down when they had a bit of a positional advantage. I guess they didn't know that, but...
Well, here we go then. NiP maybe looking to pick up the pace here a little bit, because this is not working whatsoever.
Mate, if this goes a third, Vince is going to eat another boot.
He might have to. Bloody hell.
Go back.
Oh, that was a good time. So, any concessions to be made? Headtrick has the Galil. They're still in T-spawn, just working out the smoke formation. And next, looking towards that vent. So here come those outside smokes. Bit of a spam there. Coming in from coldzera, and he gets one for this smoke as well. He's been doing that a lot today. Bear in mind, their second series here on Sunday, and they're stepping up in the second map. This has been an excellent display so far.
Brolin's heard that as well, so he knows he can't even try and lurk out Squeaky Door, but they're going to bring more numbers back here to isolate this on the fade of the smokes. Rez will be joining the party. Dumal knows that he either has to position away or push through, and straight through the guts. Okay, they find one. They draw one back.
Yeah, but next, looking for vengeance, gets nothing done as NQZ launches himself into the hot angle, lets it go, still does make good on the promise. Oh, racks up a second. Brolin
No.
does go down into the one-on-one. It's Latto, head trick low. Rotation through from the ramp position. He's going to head up that ladder in plenty of time. Now, Hedrick's considering his options. He has no idea. Absolutely zero. He's considering lobby. If he can get down the vent before he takes a glance, that's big win. Now, he has Incendiary and a nade.
He can't really use either of those
No.
here.
I mean, potentially, if he somehow learns he's coming ramp, he can molly ramp side after the plant.
Yeah, that would definitely help.
Steps, I think.
He can isolate. Oh!
Run!
He is in trouble. He is in jeopardy. Known, and already the CT on the bomb. Latto, you wouldn't, would you? Cheeky, very cheeky, getting cheeky with it. Confirms the bullets. That's what he's waiting for. Latto, holding it. You saw him! You saw him! No way!
Crushing for the kid. Latto with a smile, a grin from ear to ear.
Ay, caramba!
Another round over the line with 00Nation. The 1 versus 1. He played it very well to even get down towards lower. The bomb was planted. He didn't have the HP, didn't have the confidence. Had to take a couple of risks, and the full defuse comes in. He misses out by a couple of milliseconds there. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, if you're going to peak, you might as well peak before the 5 seconds is up. That's the top tip. But, yeah, you have to learn the hard way.
Latto played that very well as well. Just got really into Hedrick's head. Knew he had a health advantage. Hedrick would be a bit more caged.
If NiP can win one round, they can basically break the economy here, right? NQZ has the most, 5.7 left over. Config, this is very fast. Sprawling in towards Warehouse. Dumal seems to be aware that he has...
Yeah, but NQZ hasn't reacted. Like, if he'd called that it's possible, yeah, I say that as NQZ does, turn and start to worry about it. Timing, the name of the game here. Config mantles, good shot onto Alexi. Orp in heaven.
I don't think they know about Config,
no,
Alex.
It implies especially that he's got an advantage here. You can see he takes a little glance and actually
He might have
drops
heard
off.
that. Config might have. Oh, they're looking back.
Good headshot. That's not the AWPer though. They know there was another one. In the sight, spots him now, can run him down. It's NQZ, just surely a dead man.
Well, there we have it. We needed a config moment, and he finally will step up, thread the needle up towards heaven, and it's looking very good for the first round. Things are getting out of control, but this is T side of Nuke. It does happen, and they've broken the streak. Problem is, can they break the finances? Because even though they've had this amazing win streak, the last few rounds have been very close, down to 1v1s, and that is reflected right now. NQZ could buy an AWP, and they could buy around it, but I'm not sure it's required. I don't think you need to win this round.
Well, I think they should take a timeout to discuss this, right? Because Next can buy one. NQZ could drop 2 M4s. They could give him a scout.
Yeah,
right.
true.
And then they could still play a round that kind of resembles a gun round that they could use.
I'm not claiming to know him or anything like that. I just feel like he's the kind of player that would love to have the AWP. That's his specialty, right? I'm not sure whether that's the approach. Like, I don't know.
Well,
I like your idea, though. Like, that's not bad. Having a scout, 2 M4s, that might be the best call.
The problem is for somebody like Dumao here and coldzera, they're only going to get the 1400 loss, right? Which they're still going to be just touch and go as far as a buy goes. NQZ with the 1400 can still drop one, but he'll be lighter on in something. So there's a conversation.
Yeah, I don't think they have to win this round. It's been a great start. That's unfortunate, giving that previous one up. But if they did fully invest and lost, that's when you really open the door of opportunity to get back into this half quickly. So
they've gone the conservative route by the looks of things. If there's no buy with 1 second left in freeze time,
yeah, that's
it's a full eco as well. Yeah. Nobody even limped in.
I don't mind it. It means it'll be 7-2, but it means you have everything you need. Like, you feel better about losing that round with absolutely everything in your strap looking by your side instead of having to try and force a round out.
Well, now the conversation changes for this round then. For NiP, let's assume they expect the force play out of 00Nation, right? You'd expect that in a lot of cases with the 1400 loss.
Yeah.
So with them going into what could be guns or a lighter investment but still something threatening, for them, now that it is on the USPs, they need to keep at least 4 players alive. That's where I'm setting the bar for NiP in a round like this.
Like, I'm fine with Alexi dying. With his MAC-10, it's not going to be any sort of nasty ramifications.
You sound like any of the teams that Alexi's been on. Just, we'll trade you.
Yeah.
You know, it's the Hooksy situation.
See what he gets done. They are maneuvering back to lobby off the wall, but they got config parked. So they're treating this like it's a gun round, right? Like, they're treating this as if the forces come through. But now it's been revealed as he pops Cold's head like a cherry tomato.
It's really important there as well that config communicates that it was just a USP and he had no armor, right? At that point, you're going to start sniffing out,
absolutely,
hey,
right.
okay, there's...
You can loosen up a little bit. Maybe not that loose.
No,
but,
don't need your teammates loose.
Exactly.
But definitely you could go for a wider swing. You know, you can search a little bit more. As I said, you want to try and keep 4 alive. That's okay. But when you know you're only up against pistols, you definitely become more confident in the peaks that you're looking for, right? And that not happening just yet, as 3 players are still alive with the bomb going down, so 40 seconds left on the clock. But it will be NiP's second here.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. It's an early call, but I'll go with it. I think you're fine. And for now, what are they even doing? Are they looking for exits? Where are they positioned? There they are. Convicts found out.
You'll take that.
So the full buy coming through. And they love a double AWP setup, 00Nation. So maybe that's an option for them if they really wanted to next round.
Yeah, Next could drop one, and they could make that work.
They love a double AWP setup.
Ooh. Okay, well, config does survive there. That's where you're hoping you convert on the dink, and then someone gets an assist, and you get the kill, and everyone feels good, right? Everyone gets a 1 in a column. We're all about the 1s and the 0s, preferably the 1s in Counter-Strike. The 0s, nobody's friend. It really feels miserable when you're in a half and you look at the score. It's like 0, 2 assists, 11 deaths, and you're like,
oh, my record,
why am I even here?
My record was something
on
Vertigo. I was playing with all the Harry Hugo gang. Rushley was there, I believe, but I think I had something like 6 kills, 14 assists.
Oh, that always hurts, doesn't it? Yeah.
Like, you're just like, well, I'm contributing, but it doesn't feel good.
No.
It feels like I've been robbed round after round. See how this one shapes up. CT utility out. T-smoke on the vent, but there's a gap. Smoke doesn't quite hit its mark.
They shouldn't use this
yet. Oh my god, Alexi, this is very brave. Did he get away with that? No way.
He loves that maneuver.
Oh, head trick. Gets 1 back, gets a second as well. So shuts down coldzera, main open for business, top site 2. If they can get through next,
nice
and Rez breaks his neck.
Finally showing some form here. Now Rez stepping up. That's the shot they needed. And this is oh, it's actually over. That's to say, might want to consider a save already. But latto, they'll have no choice. Can't go for this one. No kit available. If he can pick up the AWP and get the hell out, that would be great. But Config's found him, and the hunt will begin. They know he's not going for this anymore. And Config, I dare say, should be able to put a bow on it.
Yeah, they should really try and take this away, shouldn't they?
He's bloodlusting for sure. He's coming for you. He's got you trapped.
He's the Ogre Magi right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Reference game on point.
Dota reference, everybody. You know, I know the other video games.
Quick quiz.
Yeah.
What does Dota stand for?
Defense of the Ancients.
Nice.
I used to play that when it was a mod on Warcraft 3.
Yo, that's a real
You used to
throwback.
you have to have crack Warcraft 3. If Blizzard's listening, I paid for every copy of Warcraft I've ever played. But
No,
yeah,
as long as you had the key, you were good. You could still crack it.
I don't
If you
think
didn't have the physical
I don't
copy.
think I had the key.
Okay, well, that's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
All right, well, I tried to help you out.
Yep.
hello, Mr. Virtual.
That was a sick game, though. That was Warcraft 3 was one of my favorites of all
That
time.
was an absolute banger.
I was obsessed with Age of Mythology. You ever?
I've
seen that
always
one?
wanted to play. It looked like Age of Empires, obviously.
Yeah.
Wasn't it in the Age of Empires sequels?
It must be, I guess it was.
Same-
that makes
same,
sense. Right.
like-
So it's just like Greek gods and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
you could play as like different gods and mythological
Was it like
creatures.
an RTS, though? So you're like,
Yeah, same thing.
dude, I was thinking we should start getting into Age of Empires 2 HD. Like, everyone's playing it right now. I don't
Yeah.
know why. Like, on podcasts, everyone's talking about it. And I think we'd have a lot of fun of a big session of Age of Empires.
Can I
love
use
that.
Photon Men?
I don't know what they are.
That's
Well,
the
there
cheat
used to be
code,
the
isn't it?
cheats. You could do Photon Man. Big Daddy was the car that
Oh,
would
the
shoot
car. There's a little
rockets,
blue
yeah.
car that run around the map. Yeah,
I remember
that.
it was like, how do you turn this on? And then you just randomly start, like all your cavalry
Yeah,
turned
that's
into
right.
cars or something.
There was something you could type in for
Dude,
like
how
unlimited
sick were like
resources.
actual like cheats in
Yeah,
games? Like
yeah.
finding them, printing them off the internet,
Yeah,
running
yeah,
upstairs to your family computer, and like, oh yes, we've got this infinite money glitch.
Robin Hood gave you infinite gold.
Yeah.
I can't believe I remember this.
There was one that was like Flying Dutchman was a boat that would go across land.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. You guys really enjoyed the old
Well, no,
cheats,
because
didn't you?
it was just a mod, right? Oh, Zeus, come on.
The thing is, the Zeus doesn't even seem to kill anymore. It does like 90 damage every time. Okay, take that back. It's fine. Don't worry about that comment. Throw it away. So,
Chad, you're getting even
balanced
better.
weapon.
Like you've really expanded your Zeus like tonal range.
I think having individuals like Henry and Tristan Saranthus around who really commit themselves to any role that they're put into,
Yeah, you have to.
it shows me that if I'm going to commit, it has to be 110%. I can't hold
You
anything
just have
back.
to let go. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah. No
Thing.
half
God
measures.
takes the
I
wheel.
look and feel like a twat, but it's fine.
If someone's
That's my
laughing,
motto.
whether it's at
Exactly.
me, as long as they're laughing, it doesn't matter.
Precisely. Precisely, my dear Watson. This was a great one from Cold. He's looking spicy as Config loses his head, but certainly not the round, as NiP are going to be getting that bomb explosion for a fourth.
Now, how many players can you have in an Age of Empires lobby? I feel like it's 8.
I think it's 8, yeah.
We
And I
should
think-
do it. We should do a
That's
big Age of
sick
Empires
idea.
game.
We've
Yeah.
got a day off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe we
I
should
think
get
that
AoE.
was so sick, honestly. I want to watch a YouTube video just to remind me how to like do everything the most effective way and efficiently.
Or
But after that-
the guys converting people, those
Oh,
guys,
I'm actually
yeah.
thinking about it now. That's
And the sound of the sheep, you know, like
Download it, shall we?
Yeah, yeah.
when you converted the sheep, they'd make that little bell sound.
Yes, yeah.
I remember very fondly, and I also maybe we can make a rule book, Hank, because if we do like
We don't
all
want to
of
like
us,
Worms Pro League. That was a real problem.
Well,
Jason ruined my relationship.
I just don't know about wall stacking. You know, when you can just essentially infinitely stack walls on top of each other.
I didn't know that existed. Why you
Okay.
sound like you know what you're
Well.
talking about when it comes to Age of Empires.
I've had
I might
many
have
a
bitten off more
land.
than I can chew.
Wait, how did Alexi just lose so much HP?
Stabbed in
Stabbed
the
in the
back.
back.
maybe?
He actually may have been stabbed in the back.
Yeah, probably
We
is.
do
the-
call that one the Alexi B. And ouch, coldzera has taken Config out of the
He's
equation.
looking pretty up there. Like he's got assertive plays, like good aim. Like coldzera's definitely been putting in the hours. And
Isn't it crazy that it's just that simple?
yeah, right. Yeah,
It's like, hey, what have you been doing, Cop?
When
Oh,
he's-
I've just been playing
when
a
he
lot.
started
It's
making
like-
those comments, I was like, what were you doing before exactly? Like, but yeah, I guess that it is as simple as that sometimes.
We're going to have a picture-in-picture replay of how Alexi took that damage, I do believe. So here it is. Oh, it was a nade.
Okay.
Or was it? Was it a... We took a lot of damage regardless.
Well, how much damage? Well, it was a nade, but he's got armor. There's no nade that does that much damage.
Was it the flames? What was it? Maybe we can get that pip again soon.
This is like the whole table tennis situation
Yeah.
all over.
Yeah, hang on. Rez is dead, and what? Doomhouse somehow pulls a second out of the hat.
He's just disintegrated right there. A couple. Wait, no. Headtrick assisted in that kill. So it was.
Hang on.
So it was. That pip was so small we couldn't see. But I think Headtrick assisted in that.
Well, hang on. I'd say the pip was medium-sized, actually.
Yeah, to be fair, it was.
Yeah, above average at least.
Oh. Could we have that one again, please, Phil, if we could? He said here it was the nade, and we will show it full.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right,
So
just
here
need
we
a
go.
double
This
nade, right?
this is head trick. Here he goes. Oh,
How? Okay, that's not the nade. That's a stab in the back.
oh.
is a full
but,
stab in the
but then
back.
he took a bit more damage.
Okay, so
With
that's
a
why.
nade.
So that so
Oh.
everyone was right.
What
it was
a great
the nade,
replay.
but it was the initial knife damage that did so much. So it was like the nade can do that
Okay.
much damage, but it was a combo of both.
I have a question for the production room. Could the EVS player let me know which house he'd like the points to go to? Which Harry Potter house does he identify with the most?
Probably Hufflepuff.
He's
I'd
more
say.
of a Hufflepuffer.
Yeah.
But it's Hufflepuff, yeah.
I knew
okay,
it
we've had
was.
confirmation.
I knew it was.
So I'm going to say 15 points to Hufflepuff, and I'm by no means assuming the role of Dumbledore, more so just
McGonagall.
McGonagall,
Yeah.
yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, that goes without saying.
Well, they're doing the same ramp push again. So let's see how this one goes for them. Brolin, not really at the ready for this. If anything,
Certainly not.
Not ready at all. We'll get caught out by the ramp aggress there. So nice pick from NQZ. 8 rounds already on the CT side here for the nation.
Yeah, and looks like they might have a couple more lined
That's
up
meant
there.
to be that's meant to be a main smoke.
Yeah, meant to be being the
And then what was the molly doing?
Pretty sure,
ruining
actually.
everything, actually. That's an angle. coldzera.
It's one of the angles, that's for
He's
sure.
found an angle of all time.
He's using all the old school plays this
Yeah.
like today, especially like.
Hello.
You're a dead man, Rez.
Oh, hang on.
You are
Making a bit of a meal of it.
a
Change the camera.
you
Change off.
are
Chef,
yeah.
check. Okay. Cool.
As long as he gets the kill, it's all fine.
a dead man.
Yeah. I was hoping Chev would, save coldzera in that situation, and but he's done him well. And it should be another round here in a 5-on-3. They are condemned to the lower site. Zumao up and above. Door open. Make it both. And that's it. Just going to swing out for an easy one. And the bomb might go
Plants at
down.
least. Yeah, I think they'll get that. There's no need to force the issue with the CT. You don't really swing in denying plants right now. Wait till everyone gets there. Bomb can go down. That's fine. So here we go.
Well, they couldn't clutch the pistol. Let's see if they can do it again. Headtrick and Alexi B up to the plate.
Yeah, have
He
to be a
hits
little bit
this one
wide, too.
clean.
He doesn't. Headtrick doesn't seem to, though. I'll be honest. Like, watch a few of his games now, and it seems like it's always like close in the really important moments, but never quite connects. Like, I don't know. Just the
Yeah.
eye test there. Not saying anything more than that, but
No, the wheels look a little bit wobbly, right? You've taken the car for a service and you've come back, and the way that they put the wheels back on, you're getting a bit
There's
of wobble
something not
there.
quite
They haven't
right
been
with it.
aligned. It's not perfectly
exactly.
aligned here. And that's not just head trick. I think that's NiP as a whole right now. It's definitely quite shaky. The hubcap looks like it's about to come off at any point, but it will get you from point A to point B. And in today's equation, point B is qualifying for the playoffs.
yeah, everyone's got them as the favorites, right? Everyone's expecting them to win. This is 00Nation.
They're not making it look easy.
They're not, certainly. And even after that 12-3 lead on Mirage, like, it was a bit worrying how they weren't posting any rounds whatsoever. But still, it's the T side of Nuke, and it's late in the evening, so they've got 4 rounds. They could find 5. I think that's a serviceable half. 4 would be a little bit disappointing considering it's their map pick and their NiP. They should be like running over 00Nation, a team regarded the 6th best Brazilian team with a standard as well.
According to Payne, who
Exactly.
qualified in this group
Yeah.
in the 3rd slot.
And they without their in-game leader as well. You should be trouncing this team.
Yeah, I agree. I really agree. And that's not meant to be disrespectful to
No,
00Nation
exactly.
at all. That's
No.
just the facts of the matter here. So
We already got Furia. We got Payne in that round of 16, securing their spots through their groups. And, well, let's see if 00Nation have got anything for their campaign to join them. Good half. 9 already on that CT side is a good haul.
Jumal's always doing this, right? He's so proactive about defending that vent drop. He really doesn't want to allow them to have that avenue of access.
It is a horrible feeling when a team keeps getting down vent, though.
Yeah, and then your CT rotations are completely screwed. So this is a couple of key pieces of utility being light up towards Yard again. And I don't think that's been the problem. The smoke walls have been landing more often than not, other than that one round where they couldn't drop the main one in play. It won't obscure the vision of coldzera here, who has been mollied off for now. So he's going to respect the hell out of this, even though it's a fake.
Yeah, the molly sells it. And that'll have config work for a little late arrival top.
They have to go top. If they go
Yeah.
ramp, the orb's back box.
Yeah, it has to be top. And it does look like Dumao's kind of repositioned a little into the main side. Good smoke, deep one too. You're not going to want to brave that one. Next is overwatching the perimeter.
Oh dear. Oh, this is going to be about 38 seconds as this smoke is starting to fade.
Yeah, then you've got a ton of util. We're going to molly CT vent. We're going to flash. We've got no one on the roof, so I guess we're flashing CT vent as well.
Yeah, they're just-
Oh, we're taking a fight. And we get the trade. Alexi keeps it 4-on-4. Ready for config. Molly's great. Forces the fight. Needed that one as Headtrick still cannot find lethality. From behind, Config will strike, but it's all too little, too late, close in the speculative shots. He knows where you are, but that's 10.
This is convincing, isn't it? 00Nation somehow avoiding all of the bullets. It's Dumao who's having an absolute flyer here. They can't take him down whatsoever. Continues to find kill after kill. And we go into round number 15 here. NiP on the back foot. Only 4 rounds to their name. One more opportunity to find that 5th. And the money's okay as we see 3 AK-47s. It's the Res UMP coming through as well. Why is the UMP so popular these days?
I think it's just the armor pen.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. Like, I'd just be going Mac 10, but that's because I'm a madman.
I've never seen really anyone get a kill with it. It's bought a lot, but no one ever frags with it.
Alexi's low again here, man. And that round right there is another round where Headtrick should probably make that kill. They molly the guy out of main, and he's just flustered. And Headtrick's there in Squeaky Door with the AWP trained on the main position. That's a kill you got to hit. Like, you need to go 1 for 1 in those trades.
Feels like this round here is a little bit of an encapsulation of how the T-sides felt for NiP. You know, like
they're not very good, are they? The T-sides. They're not like it's not there. I guess if you're trying to play default Counter-Strike and your players aren't up to date on what they need to do, and Alexi has to micromanage, that's what this looks like to me, right? So then, if that's the case, we were talking about this in the green room with Maui and stuff as we were watching the match. It's like, well, then just be more execute heavy.
Right.
Just run do more of an end style. But if this is practice, right, to get everybody on the same page, well, that's why it looks this ugly at the moment.
Yeah, they've certainly got the players
ahead.
Yeah, that's good from Config. He claws it back into even keel. You got 40 seconds, and your rotations are present. They've already got a CT down.
They're going A. They're going to smoke off Squeaky here, I think, with Brolin, and then maybe try and molly back sight. But this is a really hard crossfire to break here. Brolin should smoke Squeaky just to eliminate the option. Why wouldn't you use your util? I don't understand.
Oh, dry. Onto the AWP, but NQZ racks up 2. The fact that he didn't swing, Config might assume it's clear. He does. He assumes it's clear. Oh, next. Plays that to perfection. 11 rounds, Ninjas in pajamas, missing.
I never had a hero. I learned how to live through the stereo. Coming from where I come from, the inferior. Everything you see ain't what it appears though. Everything that I built made that from zero, then added a zero. I am my hero. You couldn't imagine what it's like in my mind. It's beauty and catastrophe at the same time. Remember they laughed at me when it was game time. Now I know that they mad at me. I'm one you can't find. I'm not from the day. I come alive at night. I'm not what you used to couldn't recognize. They all on the ground while I'm taking flight. And you're welcome to join me. I promise I won't bite.
Things they say, they're never getting in my way. And even if I make mistakes, I will always see them through. 'Cause I don't wanna play your game. I had enough, I'm burning up so hot I just break your chain. You can never stop what's building up inside of me. Inside of me.
I guess I don't fit in with the imposters. I'm taking the mask off, prepare your conscience, prepare for honest, cut off all the nonsense. I'm all in your chakra, wonder who shot you. Go call the doctor, boom like the chopper. Don't you get chopped up, I'm here to stop you. Whoever wants smoke like a roster, break you off proper.
Things they say, they're never getting in my way. And even if I make mistakes, I will always see them through. 'Cause I don't wanna play your game. I had enough, I'm burning up so hot I just break your chain.
We're heading into another pistol. It's the 4th of the series, and so far, 00Nation have taken every single one. Didn't stop the Ninjas from taking the first map of the series to find ourselves on their pick, and yet we haven't really had much to say, at least in a positive manner, for the Ninjas in pajamas. Their T-side left us wanting. I say us. Got Henry G on the end, Chatty B in the middle, and our Machini TV.
Yeah, it was certainly an underwhelming performance. After what we saw in Mirage as well, they were certainly downtrending towards the end of it. So we'll see if they can make up for it now. It's Config with the dual elites, and he's got a nice little HE grenade for good measure as well. So he'll be deploying that towards the huts, trying to deny the rush. And there actually is a lot of presence towards Squeaky Door here. He will be tested right here, right now.
Why is he on his own in a top side? This is about to become the Config show, and it has to be.
Right now. Right here.
He needs this.
Oh,
They're hard clearing. They're hard clearing.
Oh, that's the round then, is it? Gets awkward.
That is the round. That's the
The
map.
Molotov down as well, yeah.
Shall we move swiftly on to map number 3?
No kit.
Ancient, was it?
I believe so, yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
They have a flash on res. Look, the thing is you can hold on to 3 sets of Kevlar here. Like,
Or you could win the pistol.
you could.
Yeah, you could try. Res down now from the lobby. Last 2 in a 2-on-2. Oh, great shot. Head trick. Will they clear the vents? Or can Next really get away with this one? He misses his chance. We need a trade. Oh, and they go down! A double on the Glock. And that's surely sealed the Ninja's fate.
That was low percentage retake at very best. The fact that they get any kills there to make that one interesting is a miracle. And then to lose the clutch to Next, playing behind the CT vent, that is really going to leave a mark right now.
Yeah, it's not ideal at all, is it? And now they're going to have to force buy. This could be the end of the map right here, right now. If they get this round up, it's going to cost them 2. And yeah, you can see what it means to 00Nation. The war cry is coming through, and they've got Galils across the board for round number 17 here. Presumably we'll be taking this one nice and slow, work out what they're up against, confirm the force buy, and Head Trick would have to do God's work with this scout to win them this round and get it over the line.
If there was a type of round where NiP's individuals could make it work, it would be one like this. But a key component of starting that would be Head Trick finding a couple of tags. And he's already opted to start dropping back here. So he started towards Yard, now he's pivoted towards Ramp to boost up. Now the thing is, you want to kind of put the fear of God in them with the scout. He hasn't out to shoot it yet, and now he won't have the opportunity because he's been smoked off. So if they get straight down to secret with a lot of these bodies, they hold on to this smoke and this molly. Where's Dumal sitting with his? So he's part of the pack Yard. NQZ also part of this pack. They have the perfect little package if they can get window side to smoke ramp, molly ramp, and then storm out the window and take control. There's no player even playing B, so if NiP lose B, which is very likely here, they should just save this.
It's been miraculous as well that, or like hard for me to explain, that NiP, both on the pistol and now here on the second, are really leaning ramp. Like they had 3 there on the pistol, now they've got another ramp stack. And both times, it seems like 0-0 have just been able to find the path of least resistance.
As long as latto doesn't go into lobby here, he can stay here at lobby entrance because he doesn't need to do anything right now. His teammates are all down secret. He can activate late. He can, even reroute all the way back to Yard. So this is a great heads-up play coming in right now. And the rotation down the vent, sure. Is anybody even watching that? I don't think they are.
That's overwhelming. Okay. Good one back. Brolin on the MP9, and they will go for the plant regardless.
Yeah, it was getting a bit spicy for a second there, and that kill from Alexi B might initiate the retake.
Cold is low.
Yeah, he is.
Flash is good, and Cold's dead. That's NQZ. Quick aggress slams the door shut. Time is ticking. Every second further in favor. NiP, they have a chance here. Alexi B does deliver. Huge from the fin, and Brolin will close. A second round force buy, a necessary one.
Absolutely. Things were getting out of control, and that's, as Chad said, a sort of round they should be able to win with the individuals they have, and he actually survived with 3 members here and Galils for good measure. That's actually not bad at all.
Whoever made the heads-up call to drop so many bodies down vent is the hero of this round right here. And then Alexi B's decision-making once they get down, he understands that his teammates aren't delivering what he needs from them right now and took the round into his own hands by taking those fights because he was overstepping the mark in positions where he couldn't be traded, and he knew he just needed to take those fights right there. So that's a great one to win for NiP, and we know on the CT side it's less about Alexi having to micromanage the Dougs across the board. He just needs to put him in the place, wind him up and let him go, and they should be, as the individuals, be able to lock out 00Nation.
They're on the CT side, they've established themselves, they can get through this round cleanly. They're back on track. They should still win in my book, but we'll see what they make of the Tech 9s, the Deagles, and the Mac 10 here. It's next with the SMG, and they've got themselves smokes for the outside play and presumably try and get down towards Secret with the Tech-9 to make the most sense. It's a close-range battle down there.
It is crazy nobody was watching the vent for 00Nation. I guess it goes overlooked if you have control of lower because you expect it to be a suicide mission for most teams dropping down the ladder. But then if you let 3 players just spew out back vent and overwhelm you with SMGs, that's exactly what they're looking for, isn't it?
It's not a percentage play. Like, it's not one you often see CTs
And that's,
try.
I guess that's why it worked.
Yeah, precisely. Just subvert the expectation. Config down after 1.
Headtrick in a strong position, though. LXCB joining him. So this round should be under control. Maybe they get a plant. I doubt it, though. And there it is. Bomb goes down. And there it is. Everything under control. Eco coming up next. This was the full investment from 00Nation. And didn't get too much done unless latto pulls off an absolute miracle of a round here.
Well, they're surely expecting this, right? This is where his teammates just came from.
No, Hank chose the right word. I mean, doing anything with this round, it would be like a full water to wine scenario. It's not...
He knows where both are.
Not supposed to happen. It's run down a second as suddenly a bomb plant does manifest. Brollan should have his exit. Oh, perfect.
Oh, he got it.
He got it down. Yeah, that's really good.
It's actually pretty decent.
That's a really good round.
You've caused some financial damage to NiP, and you've got the bomb planted like out of nothing in a 1-on-4. Like, that's actually a bit of a hollow
Call that one a win, yeah.
Yeah.
The question now becomes, because you know that only 2 players survived, do you want to buy again, right? You've got latto.
I would just say go for it. Like they need those sort of rounds. They need to get under their skin. They need to be stealing stuff away. I feel like go all in again.
The problem with that is, in the first half, they were so conservative when they had a whole like residual cash that they probably will be conservative here again.
I think you need to roll out the big guns, you know, in more ways than one.
Well, that's the thing. They could have had an AK to try and keep things quite pressured here.
I think at least an AK. Like at least one hero AK and just have them on a Mac 10 next round. Like,
and as long as you get 2 or 3 kills again, and your job done.
Because this is a pretty much full eco. Like maybe you get a couple of 1Ds. That's like a big maybe as well. This setup should yield almost nothing with the lack of armor and utility. And you'll allow them to get another $3,000 on top of the 5 players here. They shouldn't really drop anyone. So,
oh, nice nade.
Yeah, that lands right.
Oh!
All right, there's the first.
How many more of these can they get? Next is having a great map here. He's had some clutches. The young gun, 16 kills in total for him so far. Looks like he's, well, towards the tippy top of the server. And with that opening pick, an opportunity for them to regroup and reconsider their options, this time knocking on the door of ramp.
Finally. This is what the Ninjas have been waiting for.
They got 2 of them here as well. Considering they're a man down, this is a hefty decision from Alexi here. They still have config in warehouse. Oh, and here it comes. Into the mower. Making mulch. Whack this on your garden, and the plants will grow. So a 5-round game now.
You fan of rhubarb, Henry?
I like it in like a pie, I suppose, like rhubarb crumble.
Yeah,
that's good, right? With a bit of custard, maybe.
But I couldn't see myself just eating rhubarb.
No, certainly not. Not raw, at least. It's quite, I haven't had it in like maybe 20 years, though. But I do like it.
Same, for some reason. It's really not very vogue right now. But
no.
I did grow up with rhubarb in the garden and definitely tried the whole fresh from the garden raw rhubarb.
Didn't go well?
Not the one, no.
Not the one.
No, very fibrous is the word I'd use.
It's a bit like celery in that sense, isn't it? Yeah.
Well. NiP on their feet. As it's a 00Nation exploring their options towards ramp here. LXCB on the other side drops the incendiary, allowing a rotation to come through from Headtrick, but they've actually sacrificed ramp control here.
They've been faked out here. They just rotated top very heavily. And they don't have any yard info. They think it's a top play. They have to give up ramp. They have to give up ramp to B. Someone needs to rotate vent. They have no lower control. Well, they've got a player down now. Brollan is here.
If they go for this,
the thing is, they've got no smokes on the T side, right? So even go lower would be such a tall order because you can't even smoke a single door, right?
Yeah, the best thing they can do is latto throws the molly in towards the window side to burn at the bottom of the stairwell so they can't open the door. But they still have to fight windows, decon, backside dark.
Yeah, this is a pretty dire situation, actually. And they're hoping a CT mistake presents itself and they'll have an opportunity to pounce upon. But right now, config just looking towards secret. There's a player en route there. That's going to be next, and he's towards outside right now.
Well, how does this sound? The AWP of NQZ watches decon from left side ramp. The molly comes in the window past Brollan's head. He's committed to one fight, maybe goes 1-for-1. The rotation point now doesn't come through because config's clearing yard. So the next person to help out Brollan, who the hell knows? And here it goes.
Timing's a bit awkward for Brollan.
Didn't need the molly.
Yeah, absolutely not. They've actually breached the lower bomb side now. Config getting dropped as well. It's coldzera towards outside. Just denying rotations for now, and they've actually pulled back a man advantage. It's looking very good. Headtrick gets them back in the round. Flashbang deployed, but orb shot connects. Res dropped.
Brilliant play.
Might have to save here.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I thought that I didn't expect it to go down exactly that easily, but that was very similar. I think they went searching way too far there, NiP. They were like, well, no one's ramped, no one's making noise, so let's keep looking. And then nobody was there to help Brolin towards the lower side of the map there. So that's 13 now for the Nation. Good one to win. We'll cop some of these again in the highlight package. And this is them playing down towards the lower side. Great work there in that pick onto Brolin. Good shot from coldzera, eventually traded by Headtrick, but now with just 2 surviving, that's going to be Mr. Alexi V and Headtrick. They will concede.
Well, there we have it. 13th round found. 00Nation touching distance now. Money is okay for an NiP with the saved rifles, but what do they want to bring out here? There's no AWP available, that's for sure. Might be for the best. Keep the AK in his hands. NQZ has had his moments as well, finding some impact with key picks. But can they close this one out? Take us to a third. NiP have looked underwhelming, but they are on the CT side of Nuke. Plenty of time to recover. Kill maybe, not
Bloody
quite.
hell.
Very close.
Yeah, his adjustment as well, really. Almost tracked him through that smoke. Just shy of the mark. Alexi has another test ahead of him. Does maneuver away. Ramp being tested as the flashes arrive.
Sticking around.
Yeah, this is brave from Alexi. They're assuming he's left that, but playing around his own smoke, and nope, latto cannot be fooled. Alexi gives it up.
I think honestly, playing this right now, looking at NiP and the way they're approaching the game, the individuals feel like they're the ones who have to win the rounds. The way that they're playing as a team is not very good. So that's why individuals are sticking around for too long. They're throwing out cheeky smokes like that. They're over-peaking, re-peaking, because they're not playing good team Counter-Strike at the moment. That's just a fact.
Yeah, he's just died with nothing there. And they're having to reposition, send players down towards lower. Headtrick gets close to the squeaky door at least, and 00Nation have pumped the brakes for now. Comping down towards lower. He's behind the bomb site silo itself.
3 of them on B, so they're just gambling.
Could be the right play though. Looks promising. Oh, this might be a fake.
Surely the bomb is committed now, right?
Yeah, Config's going to be mollied, flashed. Distinguished reveals himself. Oh, Rez!
Come on, mate.
What can you say about that one? you can't say a lot about that one.
Headtrick trying to keep the dream alive here in the 3 versus 1 though. Yeah, Rez misses a bit of a sitter there. You'd expect him to nail that one all day long. They were pretty much out of the round regardless, but still they're just collapsing here on the CT side.
It does smell like Ancient, doesn't it?
I think you're dead on. And they are taking it eco potentially for map point. You're going to try and win 8 in a row.
Like, I'm no body language expert, but Alexi has a habit of doing like the super subtle head shake when he's not happy. It's just like a kind of,
Yeah, sure.
you know, like I don't want to make it too obvious, but I just can't control my body's reaction to the Counter-Strike.
And I can understand this because when you have an individual like Config, Brolin, and Rez on your team as your riflers, those are all very strong riflers. If we just put them in isolation, we look at their careers, we look at the teams they're in, we look at the Counter-Strike they're playing.
Their capacity is high.
They should be having output right now, and they're not. And that's why, again, I think individuals like Alexi, who has 16 kills thus far, 4 higher than any of those 3 names that I just mentioned. And if I go back to the anti-eco round, sorry, the 4-spy round that they won early where he was taking risks, that's all this comes down to me. I think that they feel like they have to take these risks as individuals, and Alexi feeling the brunt of that. He's got the highest ADR right now for his... actually, that's a lie. Is Config's ADR really 121?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Hold on.
No. Config's ADR is 69.
Okay.
I was going to say that didn't look right. The ADR is incorrect there, everybody.
12 frags though. That's all he's managed to muster. It's been very much a 0-0 half.
They're playing for overtime as well.
That's such a wild call.
I guess, like, I get it. They don't have any money to buy here,
Yeah.
but either way, now you're going to need 8 consecutive rounds.
Hey, if it works out, I guess I'll eat my words, but that's...
Stranger things have happened today.
I guess you'd get on. If you are wondering what chat's referring to, it was a 14-1 deficit that Vitality managed to recover against FaZe Clan on Anubis after what seemed like a locked-in half. Like, Chad, I remember, like, I wasn't listening close. I actually walked out the room. But, like, were you joking around a bit in the second half? Like, were you having fun? No one assumed it would be going anywhere?
No, so what we did was, in the break, we said, okay, so this is likely going to be all over, but let's treat this like it's going to be... This is before we came back.
Right.
We said, let's treat this like this is going to be one of the greatest comebacks of all time. From the get-go.
That's so
literally
sick.
from coming back from the break. And then when it was happening, well, we were already up here. We started grand final level.
Where could you go?
We couldn't go anywhere. We just had to keep going. So it was just that we held the level the whole match, and it paid off.
Amazing. Well, yeah, that's got to be probably the most historic comeback of all time. I can't believe it. 14-1 into overtime.
Quite literally putting FaZe's mental in the bin, didn't they?
Yeah.
Also, probably the Anubis map makers watching that one going, maybe they're onto something about these CT options.
Oh, NQZ spotted him, then ran, then gave away his position, and then latto was the one to kill Headtrick. Now it's just Rez, 16 seconds. They do have to plant the bomb, and there shouldn't be too many issues as they are making their way towards B. So the bomb will get planted. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now add 40 and start counting at home in your head. Do some of Anders' breathing exercises while you're at it.
In through your nose.
And out through the back of Rez as the bullet goes through. Nice and clean. And that's 15. No dramas. Not an issue. Not a problem. One more for Ancient.
It doesn't seem like they're even celebrating anymore. It just seems like it's locked in.
Easy, yeah.
It's done.
Yeah,
it's over.
Let's get it done, shall we, lads?
And normally they'll be screaming and whooping, but yeah, just not too much action going on the stage right now. It's NiP playing for overtime. They did take the full eco in the previous round, and it's Ancient up next. And almost guaranteed to see it unless we see a huge streak of rounds starting right here, right now.
Yeah.
No kits.
It's definitely not impossible to see CT sides post 8 rounds in a row on Nuke, but another opening for NQZ. Dude is on 1. 2 in the last 2 rounds of play with that AWP. Puts NiP into the tailspin that has been prophesized. It's too easy. Config presents himself and is sent straight down to watch these last 3 players.
Yeah, this is hard to watch. It's one of those face it games where your teammates just keep picking. Even though you've said, hey guys, can we just try and stay alive for longer than the first 20 seconds of the round? Can we stop playing close mid on Inferno on the CT side when they're taking Boiler and Halls control? Can we all just reel it in?
Yeah,
and now it's too late.
In.
Now it's too late. Now, you know, there's the seeds of doubt are in the team. You know, there's going to be a bit of back chat going on. People aren't too happy with how things have gone. Now they have to have a couple-minute break.
And bear in mind, 00Nation, they're on their second best of 3 of the day.
Oh, the crack of dawn.
And they're here right now taking us to a 3rd map in the final game of the group. So, yeah, congratulations to them in that regard. Like, a solid performance here in the 2nd map. It should be done. I say that. Let's see if he does pull 1 back here to bring it to a 4-on-3. Round 23 is where I expect it to end, but can they solve this final round?
Okay, I have another one for NQZ. Might be one for the ace here.
Molly could actually burn Alexi if he tries.
Dear.
Oh,
oh dear.
Yeah. I mean, it's certainly something
seconds.
out of Rez.
20 seconds. You gotta go. You gotta go.
They're jumping through the smoke. Rez, an opportunity goes awry. Latto's been bailing him out of some of the hot ones.
How do you win this?
They know he's bad. They know he's bad.
Good try, but there it is. 16-7, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to Ancient, and coldzera and the boys couldn't be happier about it. Tournament life still alive for now, and I assume Ancient considered one of their best maps, right?
There's been some sketchy Ancient performances in recent history here. I think they had a game against Greyhound where they kind of fumbled it. They kind of dropped the ball a little bit. They had a really good first half, or something. It was a close game. What are we looking at here? 8